Why Diddy's daughters walked out of court? A closer look. No daughter ever expects to hear horrifying things about her father, especially not in a packed courtroom. But that's exactly what happened when Diddy Combs appeared in court in Manhattan.
But let me tell you, not only because he had left, he was in the back of the court and then he went, I think they took up to like a back room, but the all the Diddy kids are there, right? So his daughters are there. I was sitting behind them. It was awkward for me to watch them have to listen to all of this. After he started, the male Esther started getting into a lot of the and stuff, they got up and left.
Who told him to leave? Did Diddy say leave or?
No, Diddy didn't tell them to leave. I don't know if there was a conversation or not. I looked up from writing and I saw them get up, so I don't know. But I know that they were like checking on each other throughout. I saw them ask like Christian at one point, like, "You okay?" Because
his daughters, who stood by him at the beginning, ended up leaving the courtroom visibly upset. The question is, what made them walk out? Let's go back to how everything started. When Diddy and his daughters arrived at the courthouse, they held hands, showing support for each other. It seemed like they were ready to face the difficult days ahead together. But no amount of unity can prepare a family for the kind of testimony that was shared during the trial.
I told y'all what I seen and what happened to me at Diddy house, and y'all finally finna see what the fuck really been going on. His lawyer that he's done paid millions of dollars to fight his case has withdrawn from fighting the case. You wanna know why he's withdrawing from fighting the case? Because he just got the court papers in.
The situation began to unravel even before the trial officially started. One of Diddy's original defense attorneys, a highly experienced man who had once represented people involved in terrorism cases, suddenly quit.
Ron, any problems?
Really?
Any problems on the trial so far?
You gotta see that
statement.
He's having his day.
He's having his day.
He's having his day. We trust the justice system.
Thank you, sir.
God is good.
At first, people assumed it was due to a personal issue. But now, it appears he may have seen what was coming and decided he didn't want to be involved.
They just went to every one of them looking for me. They said the paperwork said the 24th, that I had to be there the 28th, and then it was the 27th. I told him I can't make it there, that's tomorrow. So I don't know. From the look of it, was 4 days.
And I want to be specific. Yes, when we talk about a raid, we're talking about when a subpoena is served for documents, a search warrant or an arrest warrant. In this situation, Mr. Burgess was not in any way, shape, or form.
Then came the turning point, the day when Diddy's daughters reportedly left the courtroom in tears. It was the same day 3 shocking events happened in court. The first involved Lil Rod, a man who had filed a lawsuit against Diddy.
And leaving a mess behind. Hotel staff were later seen cleaning it up like nothing happened.
When his case was reviewed, observers noticed that many of his claims were nearly identical to the accusations made by Cassie, Diddy's ex-girlfriend.
Here's a summary of Cassie Ventura's testimony today, her first time taking the stand. She described freak-offs in which Combs would allegedly watch her having sex with other men. She said that it happened frequently, even weekly at times during their 10-year relationship. She said that they happened in places like New York, Miami, LA, Las Vegas, Turks and Caicos, Atlanta, etc. And she said the last one happened in 2017 or 2018.
The wording was similar, and the stories lined up almost exactly, despite coming from different people at different times. That alone raised eyebrows. But things got even more intense when Courtney Burgess, a man claiming to own private recordings involving Diddy and several celebrities, testified. These tapes reportedly showed extremely personal and disturbing acts. According to people present in court, it was this part of the testimony, the mention of the tapes and the people involved, that deeply affected Diddy's daughters and may have caused them to walk out. Just imagine sitting in a courtroom and listening to strangers speak about your father being involved in sexual acts, paying off women, and hiding serious misconduct. For any child, that's overwhelming and traumatic. Then Cassie herself took the stand. What she shared shocked the courtroom even more. A security video from 2016 was played for the jury. It showed Diddy dragging Cassie down a hallway at a hotel. She looked frightened, and the scene was disturbing. Later, hotel staff were seen cleaning up the mess, as if nothing had happened. Cassie didn't stop there. She explained that Diddy arranged for men to sleep with her in multiple cities and made her take part in uncomfortable situations.
Something else that the jurors saw today that sort of connects it back to this alleged criminal enterprise are 7 photos of people that were very close to Sean Combs, one even his former chief of staff. And these were all people that Cassie Ventura was able to name and explain the functions in terms of what they did: security, driver, chief of staff, someone that handled financials. So it's showing that she knew some of these people, again, because she was with him, around him for so long.
She described specific events, places, and how often it occurred. She also talked about the physical effects it had on her body, such as infections and injuries that required medication to heal. One of the most disturbing things she said was that Diddy once brought her to a private club where he had sex with a woman and a sex worker in front of her, forcing her to watch. It was humiliating and deeply scarring for her. And through all this, Diddy's daughters were reportedly in the room hearing these details. Then came a very emotional moment. When Cassie was asked if she ever enjoyed what had been described as freak-offs, she broke down. She said she only agreed to those things because she loved Diddy and wanted time alone with him. Her answer was heartbreaking and revealed how emotionally trapped she felt. After that, a male escort testified. He confirmed much of what Cassie had said, and then added even more shocking details. He claimed that Cassie was sometimes drugged, dragged by her hair, and hit. She was once yelled at for not following Diddy's instructions. The escort said he was forced to do disgusting acts, including urinating on Cassie, a moment that left everyone in court stunned.
Is there ever a time that you enjoyed the freak-offs? This is when Cassie got choked up and she said, "I did, but only because I got to spend one-on-one time with Combs, and I really did love him."
He also revealed that none of the sexual encounters were protected, which added another serious concern about health and safety. His testimony made it clear that this wasn't just about power or control, it was about total domination and emotional destruction. By now, Diddy's daughters had already left the courtroom, and given everything that had been said, it's easy to understand why.
Now, his tea is being replayed like it was a prophecy.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate, tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a sex slave. Okay, for them, that's what I was. That's all.
But just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, the case took an even darker turn. The focus shifted to Kim Porter, Diddy's ex, and the mother of several of his children. Before her unexpected death in 2018, she had reportedly been working on a book, one that some believe could have revealed serious secrets about Diddy and his private life.
That Diddy had something to do with the death of his ex-partner and the mother to his children, a woman named Kim Porter. Now, what happened was she mysteriously died of pneumonia at the age of 47. Not the typical way that a 47-year-old goes out, especially just when they are about to publish a tell-all book on their very famous ex.
Courtney Burgess, the man who spoke about the tapes, claimed that he had footage that Kim Porter wanted to include in her book. Some of this may have been shown in court. If true, it suggests that Kim was trying to tell the truth about what had happened and that she may have been silent.